What's going on, guys? Welcome back. NFL commentary for you. Do me a favor, take a moment, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, Shutdown Safety is my username. Wanted to talk about the LeSean McCoy situation that happened back on Sunday, but I was going to wait until things got more finalized with it before I spoke on it. Now there's sources that have came out and said an arrest warrant is coming. Police have actually recommended charges, according to Channel 6 ABC in Philadelphia, where, as many of you know, I spent a lot of my years working. So to me, it's set in stone enough now where I'm ready to come out and say, okay, this is how I feel about it. Get your guys' opinion as well. So there's a lot of things I don't like about what happened. Number one, if you go back and you look at the early reports, it mentioned all three players. LeSean McCoy, a college player, and a former NFL player. For the most part, the most recent articles have had those other players' names removed, and I don't understand that. The reason I don't understand that, and also why I don't understand, apparently LeSean McCoy is the only one being charged here from what we know thus far, is if you go back and look at any one of the videos, crossingbroad.com, TMZ, you'll see that clearly there's individuals on the ground that are kind of being jumped in a club. We've probably, anyone who's been in a club has seen a fight like this in the street. It's kind of just the way things work. One individual goes down, multiple people kind of jump him, and then it kind of, fizzles out from there. So when you watch the videos, what you can't tell, and to me what is the most important, is who is not attacking this individual. You can't discern from the video, okay, this individual is not doing anything to hurt this other person on the floor. So why is it that all this is kind of being thrown in LeSean McCoy's lap? Why are these other players' names not being mentioned continually in articles? Why are they not being continually brought up with charges as well? Or is it just the fact that no one cares about them because they're not relevant, because they're not a running back on a current NFL team? I don't know the answer to that question, but that settles unwell with me. Secondarily, these are police officers, okay? Off duty or not, I understand first and foremost they serve and protect. They are most certainly allowed to go out and seek recreation in any way they feel legally able to do so. However, they should also hold themselves to a pretty high standard of conduct in public places. Now, we also don't know the complete story yet, so there's a whole lot of things here that aren't even being told to the public. We're really kind of, I don't want to say, hanging someone in the court of public opinion, but there's a whole lot of fill in the blanks. What we do know from witnesses is that the police officers had ordered multiple bottles of champagne, and according to the witnesses, one of the men with McCoy grabbed the bottle out of another cop's hand. That's what started the brawl. There's where I start to lose a lot of credibility with what happened. So either way you look at it, if I'm the cop, I have the bottle in my hand, I've ordered it, I've paid for it. Someone else comes up to get it. You don't have a situation with me anymore. You have a situation with the bartender. Why did you give my bottle to someone else after I paid for it? Or more conversely, why are you letting someone take a bottle that I thought was mine off the bar? You don't confront that individual, you confront the bartender. Secondarily, if I'm the individual that feels like this man has taken my drink, my bottle, whatever the case, if I go to take it back from him, why am I not now the aggressor? We know that that gentleman was not LeSean McCoy based on the videos, because you can go back and kind of put things together and see where LeSean was. So he wasn't actually the one that originally approached the gentleman. So how does this man that comes up and physically removes this bottle from this police officer's hand not become the aggressor in the situation, then not have any part of the fight? So the thought process is what? He came, took the bottle, went off, drank it in the corner, while LeSean McCoy and his buddy jumped the three cops on the ground? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I will say there's no right for any of this to happen. To me, a lot of the club is at fault for not diffusing this situation first. You've got, obviously public servants in the building. I believe Meek Mill was in the building. You've got LeSean McCoy in the building. Comp somebody a bottle of something, okay? Just dissolve the situation by giving away a free bottle, which, by the way, they're probably all getting for free or deeply discounted anyway because of who they are. Now, the real outrage from this is obviously going to be the damage that was done to these police officers. And again, I'm not condoning any of what happened based on what happened to these individuals. The first officer drove himself to the hospital where he had a broken rib, broken nose, laceration to his eye, a sprained thumb. The second officer, which is really gaining more traction because he had possibly a fractured skull, none of that is a way to resolve someone taking a bottle of champagne, wine, soda, Sprite. I don't care what it is. You don't do that to another human being. Certainly it bothers me to a degree to see, grown men fight like this over anything in a club. It's very childish and immature. But to me, there's a whole lot of this story that's not filled in, and there's a whole lot of things that don't make sense for one person to kind of be getting all the brunt of the blame and the punishment, apparently, with these charges as far as what's occurred. So I just did a Madden video. If you want to check that out, I'm going to be back in the week with more content. You guys know I appreciate you checking this video out.